Hello guys, welcome back to Show Celebrity News and Updates, where we bring you the right update and all of what you will like to know. If you are new here, or if at all you are just passing by for the first time, please take some minutes of your time to subscribe, like, comment and hit the notification button so that you will not miss any of my uploads. After missing 4 of the first 6 WTA tournaments this season, especially the Roland Garros due to neck and rib injuries, Jessica Pegula could be forgiven for wondering if her season was over. There's no shot of making the year-end finals, she thought as the grass court season began back in June. I'm going to have to win a major and multiple 1000s. 3 months later, Pegula has, in her own words, then said, I magically managed to somehow move myself up in position for a spot in the WTA finals. It took her a ridiculous month on North American hard courts to win in Toronto. She reached the final in Cincinnati at both WTA 1000 events and achieved her breakthrough by reaching the US Open final too. All of which helped her rack up a 15-2 record and 2,950 total ranking points. So, guess who finished 5th in the PIF race to the WTA finals in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, and aim for a 3rd straight shot at the year-end tournament? I know it was always possible, you can get hurt, but that wasn't necessarily on my radar. Obviously, there were a lot of doubts. But I trusted that the work I was doing and the mentality would come back. I think at the end of the day I decided to try and trust the process, trust the training. Just because I missed half the year doesn't mean I forgot how to play at a top level. There's so many things I'm really proud of. Jessica Pegula is seeded number 2 at the China Open, behind number 1 Aryna Sabalenka, the player who beat her in Cincinnati and New York. She will face Diane Parry, who beat Liang Enshu 4-6, 6-0, 6-0, in the 2nd round on Friday. In February, Jessica Pegula reached a career milestone when she celebrated her 30th birthday. So she changed coaches, parting ways with David Witt and hiring Mark Knowles and Mark Merklane. When those injuries forced her to miss the Middle East tour in Doha and Dubai, and then the clay court season that included Madrid, Rome and Paris, things didn't seem to be going well. I had a lot of anxiety, Jessica Pegula said. I wasn't feeling great. But slowly the confidence was able to build back a little bit. She won the grass court tournament in Berlin, defeating world number 2 Coco Gauff in the semi-finals and Anna Kalinskaya in the final. In Toronto, Jessica Pegula reached the semi-finals of the Canadian Open for the 4th year in a row and won her 2nd consecutive title. Cincinnati stands out thanks to her wins over Karolina Muchova, Taylor Townsend, Leylah Fernandez and Paula Badosa. But it wasn't until the US Open that Pegula excelled herself. After reaching the quarter-finals of 4 Grand Slams and failing to reach 4 finals, Jessica Pegula reached her 7th quarter-final against top seed Iga Swiatek. Jessica Pegula achieved this feat by defeating Swiatek by a 6-2, 6-4, ending the debate about the glass ceiling at the Grand Slams. She then had a big win over Muchova, losing the first set by 6-1, before coming back to win in 3 sets. It was hard for 2 weeks, but after a week, Pegula said, it seemed so far away. A friend texted her the following Saturday, telling her she was doing something less exciting and completely different from the previous Saturday. I was like, what was she doing last Saturday night? I was like, oh my God. She flew into New York City to watch the final, and we were hanging out afterward and went to dinner and got drinks, Jessica Pegula said. It took me a second because it felt so long ago. But that's how I felt if I had to put it in a nutshell. Reaching the final was a complicated and bittersweet experience for Pegula. At first, she wasn't really disappointed by the loss, but when she looked back on the match, she started thinking about what she could have done better. Wow, she thought you were so close to calling yourself a champion, and now you are calling yourself a finalist. And that kind of sucks. But at the same time, I broke through a lot of barriers. After being upset for a couple of days, You come to the conclusion everyone talking to you about it and telling you, no, it was a really great match. Laughing, she artfully describes her thought process through the 5 stages of grief, denial, anger, bargaining, depression and acceptance. At the end, she said, I'm at acceptance and appreciating the moment itself. After the Open, Jessica Pegula retreated to her home in South Florida and took some of the pressure off. The tough race in New York had forced her to give up any hope of defending her title in Seoul, but the rest helped her regain her spirits. I'm not as worn out as I have been in the past, Jessica said. She also added that, I'm a little bit fresher than other people. I'm happy that it worked out. I can't say I planned it that way. Through all of it, there was another factor working, too. I believed coming back from injury. I've always come back better every time I've gotten hurt, Pegula said. Every time I've been out, I've come back and done better, been ranked higher than I was before. I think leaning on that past experience helped me. Thank you for watching to the end. If you have something to tell us about this video, leave your comment on the comment section below. Your comments matters a lot. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video and share. See you next time.